Hello everyone, welcome you all for the next lecture of the course Selenium with Java. Okay, this is lecture number 20. Today we will see Selenium Web Driver. If you have seen the previous lecture, we have understood what is Selenium, what are the features of Selenium, what are the drawbacks of Selenium, why Selenium required. Okay. And after that, we have learned Selenium Suite. If you remember in Selenium Suite, there are four components. In Selenium Suite, there are four components. Selenium RC, that is remote control. Selenium IDE, integrated development environment. Then Selenium Grid. And after that, Selenium Web Driver. These are four components of Selenium Suite. Okay. Selenium remote control, and short and one-liner remote control required proxy server, IDs record and playback facility, grid for parallel execution, and web driver for directly communication with the websites. Again, I'm repeating, these four are components of Selenium Suite. These four are components of Selenium Suite. Selenium RC, Selenium IDE, Selenium Grid, Selenium Web Driver. Okay. If you will see the one-liner, RC remote control which require proxy server. Okay. ID is having record and playback facility. Grid is for parallel execution and web driver is for directly communicating with the website. Okay. So among these all, web driver is popular. It is mostly used among the four components of Selenium Suite. Among the four components of Selenium Suite, web driver is most popular and this is mostly used. Okay. Today we will see what is Selenium Web Driver. Okay. These are the outlines. First, we will understood the meaning of Selenium Web Driver. Then there is a small comparison between Web Driver versus Selenium RC. Then there are various versions: Selenium 1, Selenium 2, Selenium 3. Okay. And then what is the architecture of Selenium Web Driver? Selenium Web Driver. It's a component of Selenium Suite and Selenium Web Driver. Selenium was developed by Justin Huggins, but Selenium Web Driver was developed by Simon Stewart. Selenium Web Driver developed by Simon Stewart. It eliminates the need of proxy server. What do you mean by proxy server? If you remember in the previous lecture, I explained you the same origin policy. For security purpose, if you remember, this is your script, JavaScript program, and this is your website you are testing. Okay. Domain of both should be same. That was called same origin policy, same domain policy. Means if you are working on for Google, then you can have the access for all the sites on Google, but don't have access for the Yahoo. Okay, that was the same origin policy. Means domain of both should be same. This is your script. Okay, and this is your website for first. For that, we need extra proxy server. This is proxy server. Proxy server gives the confidence that the domain of both are same. So for testing the web application, we need the proxy server. But in Selenium Web Driver, we don't need this proxy server. We directly communicate with the websites we are testing. Okay. So this is the main most important advantage of Selenium Web Driver. It eliminates the need of proxy server. Directly you write the script and directly you can automate the applications, the website. Web driver directly communicate with the web browsers to automate the application. Okay, web driver. Means for that you have to install the web driver. With the help of web driver, you will write the script over here and you can automate, you can test the application, website application, okay, without the need of any extra proxy server. Okay, so with the help of web driver, With the help of WebDriver, script written over here, and you can test the application. Just write the script and test the application. Test the URLs, test the website problems. Okay. So just write the script and test the application with the help of WebDriver. It was first platform testing framework. It was first platform testing framework. Framework means set of structures, set of rules. Okay. What do you mean by framework? There is some predefined rules, some set of structure. So it is the first platform testing framework that controls browser from OS level directly without need of server. Means here you are writing the script at the OS level and you are testing the browsers. You're writing script over here and you are testing the browser. So you are directly control the browser from OS level without need of any extra intermediate proxy server. Okay, again I'm repeating. Here you are writing the script at the OS level and you're testing the website application directly. So you are controlling your browser from OS level. Selenium Web Driver. Okay, means this is your Selenium Web Driver. Means you are writing script over here with a web driver, and this is your browsers or website or application, or you can say AO. Here you're just controlling. You write the script, test the browsers. I get down this. Write the script, testing. Okay, so this is the basic fundamental of Selenium Web Driver. Selenium Web Driver got the support from the largest vendors of the browsers like Firefox, Chrome, Internet Explorer, Opera, and Safari to make Selenium a native part of their browsers. Okay, means Selenium Web Driver is not limited to for particular browsers. The Selenium Web Driver is not limited for the particular browser. You can do testing of any browsers like Firefox, Chrome, Internet Explorer, Opera, Safari, any. So it makes Selenium a native part of their browsers because you can do testing of multiple browsers. Hence, browsers won't treat Selenium's JavaScript program as an external. They just understand that Selenium Web Driver is a part of their own family. They treat the Selenium Web Driver as a part of their own family. They never treat as an external. That is the main advantage of Selenium Web Driver. Selenium Web Driver got the support from all the type of browsers. That is the main feature. Okay. So Selenium Web Driver is an API. API means Application Programming Interface. Means it's a remote control interface that enables you to manipulate your DOM. DOM means Document Object Model, elements in web pages, as well as to command the behavior of user agents. Means directly you will interact with the website. Selenium Web Driver is an API, or you can say Application Programming Interface. What do you mean by interface? Interface means you are just relating to sites. Interface means just relations, like interaction. So, Selenium Web Driver is an API. Selenium Web Driver is an API. API means Application Programming Interface. It behaves as an interface between your script and your application under test, your website. Okay, this is your script, JavaScript you are writing over here. This is your web application you are testing over here. Okay, so you are interacting between script and website through the help of web driver. Through the help of web driver. So web driver is like a API. With this API, with this help of API, you are interacting with the web application. Interacting with web application means you are manipulating DOM, Document Object Model, in web pages. That I will explain you with the help of program, how to interact, how to see the HTML language of the particular, how to extract. Okay, so that we will understand with the help of when you will see the demo locators, and when we'll do the actual testing of the web application with the help of programming. Okay. So, advantages of Selenium Web Driver over Selenium RC. Selenium RC is remote control. Remote means proxy server. Just understood. In Selenium RC, we require proxy server. That is like a remote between your JavaScript program and your website. Between there was proxy server. That was Selenium remote. So the first advantage, you can easily tell that proxy server is not required for your Selenium web driver. Okay, in Selenium RC, between your script and your web application, you required one proxy server due to eliminating the drawback of same origin policy. But here in Selenium Web Driver, with the help of Web Driver, you're directly communicating with the web application. With the help of Web Driver, you are directly communicating with the web application. That is the main advantage. You don't need any proxy server. Proxy server is not required for executing the automation script. For executing the automation script or JavaScript. The second thing is that it supports Android and iPhone testing. Supports Android and iPhone both type of testing. API means application programming interface. Selenium is web driver API. Those API are fully object oriented. It supports OOPs. Okay? So APIs are fully object oriented. There is no complications here. Architecture is very simple, easily understandable, easily learnable. So it is having a simpler architecture. Okay, anyone can understand it. Now, faster as it directly interact with the browsers. Browsers, all type of browsers supports are here. Browsers treat it as a native component, like they never treat it as external. So it becomes faster to interact with the browsers. That is the main point. Speed is fast. These are the advantages of Selenium Web Driver over Selenium RC. Okay. Now, there were different versions. Selenium 1, Selenium 2, Selenium 3. So it is a combination of Selenium RC, Selenium ID, Selenium Grid. All three, it will add, that becomes Selenium 1. 1.0, or you can say simple 1. RC is for remote control. RC is for remote control. Remote control. ID is for integrated development environment. Integrated development environment. Okay, if you remember the one-liner for these, then you will understand. Okay. The fan is not working properly. Okay. Good. See, in RC, now you will have the idea, and RC remote control. In short, one-liner, we required one proxy server. We required one proxy server. a proxy server between your JavaScript and your web application. These are our web application. This is your JavaScript. You need one proxy server between. That is Selenium RC. ID is having record and playback facility. Record and playback means we record all the test cases, okay, and we execute them as a playback. We record all the test cases and will execute that playback. Just like if you remember, I have given you the example for testing any performance. Suppose I'm recording my song. Okay, that is record. And after record, I'll play back. I'll see the recording where I'm wrong, what are the shortcomings, where I have the area of scope, where I can improve. So that is playback. So ID is having record and playback facilities, means you can record all the test cases. Then execution of test cases will be done by playing that recording, playback. So ID is having record and playback facility. Grid means if you are having multiple task cases and you want to run it on multiple browsers with multiple platforms, browser 1, browser 2, like Internet Explorer, Mozilla, Chrome, Opera, multiple browser, or you can use multiple platform like Windows, Mac, Linux. The same time it can happen. So grid is one line is parallel execution. It is enhance the speed. So parallel execution is done. That is Selenium grid. Yeah. So if you remember the component of Selenium suite, so first 3 components. There are 4 total components: Selenium RC, Selenium ID, Selenium grid plus Selenium Web Driver. So leave the Selenium Web Driver, just adding first 3 components that becomes Selenium 1. Okay, means in Selenium 1, you require proxy server, and you're having the facility of record and playback, means you can record all the test cases and you can check the execution of test cases with the help of playback. And you can run the test cases at the same time at the multiple platform or at multiple browsers. Okay, so all the combination of 3 is called Selenium 1. Proxy server, remote control, record and playback facility ID, grid means parallel execution. Okay, one-liner means RC need proxy server, ID means record and playback, grid means parallel execution. RC means proxy server, ID means record and playback, grid means parallel execution. Combination of all these 3 is called Selenium 1. Okay. Next is Selenium 2. If Selenium 1 is merged with web driver called Selenium 2. It is all 4 components. But here Selenium RC will be merged, means there will be no requirement of proxy server. Okay. So then Selenium 2 means all components are merged. Okay, sorry. In Selenium 2, RC was not deleted. RC was there here. So the combination of all 4 components is Selenium. All 4 means your RC plus IDE plus your grid plus your web driver. The combination of this all 4 is called Selenium version 2. Okay, so Selenium 1 is merged with web driver, then it becomes Selenium 2. And Selenium 1 merged with web driver, it becomes Selenium 2. So all the 4 components of Selenium suite: remote control plus ID plus grid plus web driver. Means it will have the RC means proxy server also there. ID means record and playback facility. Grid means parallel execution. Web driver means directly communication with the website. Selenium 2. But after that, if web driver is there, then there is no requirement of RC, proxy server, because web driver eliminates the need of the proxy server. So then version 3, where RC is replaced with web driver, means RC was removed. In Selenium 2, RC deleted and API means web driver added. In Selenium 2 means you don't need any proxy server, simply IDE plus grid plus your web driver. This is your Selenium. Okay. Selenium 2 minus RC means this is Selenium 2 combination of all four. Delete this RC. Selenium 2 is combination of all four. Just minus RC. Minus RC means I plus G plus W. Okay. IDE plus grid plus web. This is a Selenium version number 3. Now next is Selenium Web Driver architecture. How this web driver works. Selenium Web Driver architecture. See, first you need to install the client libraries. Okay. Then JSON via protocol. After protocol, the browsers on which we are doing work. Drivers like Chrome. If you are going to do testing for Chrome browser, then you need to install Chrome driver. If you are doing testing for Mozilla, then you need to install Mozilla driver. For Firefox, you need to install Firefox driver. So particular browser for particular driver for particular browser you need to install. Then this is the real browser on which we are doing testing. Okay. Simply you have to install the Selenium jar files, that is client libraries. Okay, this is the interface protocol, then the browsers drivers on which you are doing testing. You have to install, then you have to configure all the libraries and all the drivers. Okay, then you can do testing for the web application. How we will learn through the programming. Okay, so here is a short description of the different components of this architecture. First is Selenium client library. Okay, client library means various languages libraries. Here in this course we are doing Selenium with Java, so you need Java libraries, JDK5. But other languages also it supports like Ruby, Python, etc. So you need to install the client libraries. Okay. Then JSON wire protocol. JSON means JavaScript object notation. JSON, J for Java, S for script, O for object, and for notation. JavaScript object notation. This is the protocol which transfer data between server and client on the web. Okay. There is a client in the web. There is a client. There is a server. It behave like a interface. Okay. It transfer data between server and the client on the web. Then browser drivers means used for the communication between Selenium Web Driver and respective browsers. If you are using Chrome browser, then you need to the Chrome Web Driver. Okay, respective browsers with Chrome driver you need to install. We are working for Mozilla, then Mozilla driver, Opera, then Opera driver. So these drivers are for the communication. Browsers, these are the list of browser, Firefox, Safari, Chrome, and Explorer. Okay. So in this way, we have learned in today's lecture what is the Selenium Web Driver. Okay. What is the requirement of Selenium Web Driver? So Selenium Web Driver, the main advantage that we don't need any proxy server. It directly communicates with the web application. Then we have seen the advantages of Selenium Web Driver RC. After that, Selenium 1, Selenium 2, Selenium 3, these are different versions. Then we have learned the Selenium Web Driver architecture. From the next lecture onwards, we will do the actual programming. We will see how we are doing testing the websites, how we are testing our web application with the help of Selenium testing. Till that time, God bless you. Take care. We'll meet in next lecture.